Hello YouTube, my name's Alex, I'm a photographer. I just wanted to make a little behind the scenes video for a cosplay photo shoot I did recently. Hope you guys like it. My studio is a pretty simple setup in the back room of my house with a collapsible backdrop stand. We're using a black fabric backdrop which has to be steamed before each shoot to get all the wrinkles out, but thankfully the dark color and the blur from being out of focus means it doesn't have to be super perfect. I'm using some basic LED light panels for lighting. I studied film and TV in college, so I'm more comfortable with continuous lighting than flashes, since that's what I learned lighting on. My friend Katie is cosplaying as Scarlet Witch in her outfit from Age of Ultron. Since I'm going to be editing in some swirly red energy effects later, I've added a few red gels to the side lights to cast some red light on her, which will help sell the realness of the effects and save me a little bit of time in Photoshop. I'm shooting using my Canon EOS RP with the RF 24-70mm lens. This zoom range allows me to shoot both full body shots and close headshots in this tiny room without having to waste time changing lenses. The lens also has image stabilization, which means I can shoot at a lower shutter speed to let more light in. Over in Photoshop, my editing process always begins with basic beauty edits. The studio environment kept the lighting consistent, so thankfully not a whole lot of work to be done there. I personally try not to overdo this stuff. Real skin has texture and details. People aren't supposed to be perfectly smooth like dolls, so all I try to do is to even things out a little bit and stay realistic. Using Photoshop's select subject function, I isolate Katie from the background so that I can add a layer of red smoke and particles behind her to give the photo more depth and to make that empty black space more interesting. Once I'm happy with that effect, then it's time to do these swirly energy effects around the hands. This was the hardest part of this to get right, since the original MCU version of this is done by some of the most talented VFX artists in the movie industry. Some custom brushes make it a little easier. I also add a few adjustment layers to brighten her up a little bit to match the intensity of the effects. When that's done, I add the red glow to her pupils with a little bit of lens flare, and then one more layer of smoke on top of all that to add more depth. And there you have it, that's my process behind a cosplay photo shoot. I guess this is the part where a real YouTuber would ask you to like and subscribe. This was mostly an experiment to stretch my shooting and editing muscles, but I guess if there's a lot of interest and a positive response, I'll do more. I'm going to put the Instagram usernames for both myself and Katie on screen now, so if you liked what you saw, give us a follow, and yeah, thanks for watching.